Hello everybody, welcome back to How to Build a B-1 Bomber 10 minutes at a time. We got our second coat here already. It's just perfect, nice and sticky, but nothing on the top. Okay, now when you're doing stuff like glass like this, it ain't as important to get a good bead in your corner. Number one, this glass goes all the way in your corner now. You know, I've learned a lot since I started this project. And, you know, when you get that first layer down in there like I do now, that corner bead ain't as important, you know? Because this is taking care of my bubbles. I'm not going to have a bubble one. Bam, that just looks so pretty. Nice, and it's sticky, so it's holding that glass good, you know. Over here, I got these pre-cut. I didn't measure nothing. I just kind of cut a whoop in them. And I'm pretty close, actually. Beautiful. Now I got a long one cut ready here somewhere. What do I do with it? Oh, there it is. And it's going to be my last piece. Tomorrow during halftime, I'm going to have this all ready. Yeah, I ain't going to have to wait. I'm going to get Dad over here and we're going to pre-record it. So, when halftime starts, y'all won't have to wait for nothing. Bam! It'll be there. See, Bob looks out for his buddy, see? Sometimes it's kind of harder to get it that first coat laid out when it's sticky, but it's still worth it. But yeah, I've learned a lot on this project too, guys. I never claimed I knew everything, you know. All I know is I'm open to learn other ways of doing things, and what makes me comfortable doing it is what makes it right for me. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel about modeling. Y'all know that. There ain't a right way, well, there is a wrong way to build an airplane, but and I've seen a few of them. Remember one time, man, when I first started flying. This guy came to the flying field. Oh, and he was poor. You could just tell by his clothes, you know, and the airplane brought out. This was a poor man that just loved RC airplanes. And he brought this airplane to the flying field that I never would have had the nerve to, you know, but he wanted some help to learn how to fly, you know. This airplane was like a kit-built plane. This was, you know, 25 years ago when there was no ARFs or anything. It was a kit-built plane, but he didn't do a very good job building it. He actually covered it with aluminum foil and had a coat hanger holding the wing on. Oh yeah, it was bad. And this guy wanted to learn how to fly, man. He wanted that airplane to fly so bad. And a buddy of mine was helping him. They was actually going to try and fly it, but they couldn't get the engine running. But kind of felt bad for that old boy. And, you know, I wish I was in a position to help him more then than I could. Well, my kids were little, you know. I ain't always had tons of airplanes. When my kids were little, I always just pretty much had one airplane at a time, you know. I'd fly it for a while and sell it. Build me something else. You know, that's kind of how I like to do it, you know. And because I get bored with them after a while. Then I'd sell it. Build me something else. Building jobs. Stuff like that. But the old family came first. They got the paycheck, you know. Now my kids are grown up and gone, and they still watch me on YouTube though. Got a couple good kids. I got lucky. I'm going to work, get all this glass done tonight. You guys want to watch me all the way through it? I'll videotape a couple of them and sit there and rattle for a while. My buddy Butch, his wife told him the other day, she goes, does he know he's sitting there by himself when I make these videos? I said, shoot, Butch, I'm not by myself. I got the whole world looking over my shoulder. She said he knows. It's alright. You guys can watch. And if we learn something in the process, that's just a bonus. You know, I got people watching this that don't even model. They just like the B-1 and like my personality, I reckon. I guess. First layer, we got to make sure it's stuck in that corner. That's what'll bubble. We'll give you a nice little air bubble. We ain't got time to be fixing no stuff. I'm fixing to get on my rudder and my elevator. I want them done while I'm waiting to go to Texas. Since Butch gets this other stuff cut out, people, I'm gone. Boom. But the good news is, Butch has a computer, and I'll take the camera. Let's see if we can't make some movies. I know y'all couldn't do a week without me. Man, remember when I used to make them movies once a week? I think you can go a whole week now. There's already a guy emailed me today. He says he's having anxiety issues. He's thinking about when the bomber's done. He's already having anxiety issues. Don't worry, buddy. We're gonna keep rocking. I got a F-105 right over there needs built. I got a B-58 Hustler in the house needs built. And Butch's got about 2 other plugs over at his house already cut. Plus he told me he'd cut me any plug I want, so I think we're set for a while, people. The good thing is Butch is hooked on these videos too.